And here we are, yet another value, and it says there's going to be a few with a P, and this is the value of productivity. See, productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focused effort. That's by a guy called Paul Meyer. Now, that's a very interesting because we already talk about planning, which is another P, which is coming. I told you already. Excellence, we've just had that value a couple of times ago. But you see, all these values come together, and of course, productivity is also about preparation, which we've just gone through. See, the root word of productivity is to produce or to be fertile. It is the results of an activity. To be fertile is to be able to produce or reproduce. And that's not always just in getting more children, but there is so much, can we reproduce a result that we've just had because we were very productive? We need to do this again and again. And on the journey, maybe even get better at it. We say good land is fertile land. Any farmer knows this. This means that the land is valuable because it has an ability to produce. However, land without managed activity does not make us wealthy. Any farmer will tell you that too. It is the activity or productivity that we do on the land that develops the land's potential. See, when everything has been grown and taken off the land, the farmer starts putting stuff back in the soil, whether it's natural or fertilizers or whatever, but they cultivate the soil again when the thing is not growing, and they need to water when it's growing as well. So they need to work the land all the time because in some places they need to rotate crops every so many years because certain crops take certain things out of the land, so they need to put another crop in there to make sure that it actually changes about, and that makes total sense to a farmer, and to a city guy maybe not so much. But productivity is important, that we actually actively manage our productivity. See, in every man and woman there is also potential. Here is that word again, it comes up every time, people. You have to make good use of everything you have in order to develop it. And we have so much potential, each and every one of us. We need to be productive with that potential. See, one thing that takes away from the productivity of many organizations and individuals is that a lot of time and resources is wasted. Once those things are lost, they can never be recovered. Why not? Because we talk about time here. Time wasting is one of the biggest wastes we have, because we can waste some money, we can always make more money, as my partner and wife always says, but we can never recover time. So when a lot of resources are wasted as well, because we don't utilize them to the best of our potential as well, but even more so, time is also wasted in the process. See? As a productive person, your goal is to increase your value by learning whenever you can, using resources wisely, developing new ideas, and staying on task, staying focused. Productivity is the way towards progress, growth, and a positive future. See, and productivity, we talk about teamwork as well. If we work in our strengths, if we prepare in our strengths, and we actually delegate and know other people who've got strengths where we are not in, and then we get together and we start being much more productive, because that also causes synergy. See, if we all are strong in the same things and weak in the things that we cannot do or are very bad at, our productivity starts to wane and starts getting worse. But that's why we need to choose our people in our teams very carefully, to know what the whole team needs to achieve, and the kind of characteristics and leadership skills that we all need. We don't need to all have them, but we need to make sure that as a team, the synergy, and then things really grow very, very, very productively. That's right. Yeah. So I hope that makes a bit of sense, that we can be so much more productive than we are. And when we become more productive, we step faster into our potential that each and every one of us got. I hope that makes sense. But there's some benefits of being productive, of course, as you know. The first one is you will feel a sense of accomplishment. See, when you get things done, you'll feel good about yourself. If you got a list of things, Artie, my wife is so good at it. She's got a list and she ticks them all off diligently every single time. She is the most productive person I know. There's so many more great attributes about her, but that is certainly one of them. And I've got an example of right in our own very house. See, the second one is you will feel valued and respected by others for the contributions that you make. And that's another thing that happens to her a lot, because she is also an amazing strategic planner, because she's got this whole thing going on and the productivity that I can only dream of. But I will strive to be better every day, because I see it in front of me all the time. But you can, when you're more productive, you can make greater contribution to the people around you and to the humanity in general. See, some characteristics of a productive person is they desire to get things done. It's as simple as they don't allow distractions to pull their focus from what they want to accomplish. They focus, see? They keep working, creating, and developing. Again, 3 attributes that Arti definitely has. But they keep doing these kind of things because they keep focused. They don't all of a sudden grab their phone and then all of a sudden, oh, there's something on Facebook I want to watch. No, I don't say don't go on Facebook, but set yourself 15 minutes. Maybe if you have a break of 15 minutes, walk around if you sit in front of your laptop all the time, because sitting 8 hours in front of a laptop doing stuff doesn't make you productive anymore. You need breaks. And if in your break, slot it in. Say, okay, I'm going to have a little walk around or whatever, have some exercise, get off my chair. But also I'll have 5 minutes or 10 minutes on Facebook. Nothing wrong with that. But set the timer. But when the 10 minutes are up, put your phone aside again and get back to what you need to do. But schedule breaks. I say at least every 90 minutes, get yourself a break. Schedule yourself a break to remain productive. And then the second one is they are inspired to influence others to work towards a common purpose. This talks about teamwork, but it also, you know, if it's not part of a team, but if you have a common purpose, you can inspire others, because to be productive and people seeing all you're achieving, that could be, that's why I says don't compare yourself to others, don't compete with others, but be inspired by what others have achieved, because if they can achieve it, you can achieve it. That's why most people who sit around complaining together, they will stay together and complain and do nothing, because that makes them feel comfortable around themselves. That's why I always say, you know, there's 3 things that govern the rest of your life: the things you hear, the things you read, and the people you associate with. And if any of the 3 or all 3 need to be changed, then so be it. You can change another 3. But sometimes the people you surround yourself with are always complaining about everybody else. I call it blame storming. You sit around them and then you wonder why nothing happens. But you are jealous of people who are achieving things. Don't be jealous. Go find out what they did if you want to do the same, and follow them and do the same kind of things and outwork them if you want. I talked about that already in preparation too. So some steps to follow to become more productive, and one of them is earn your way through life. See, use your abilities. Life is a gift, and what you do with it is in your hands. Things do not just happen. You must make them happen. I always say things don't happen by chance, they happen by choice. Don't leave things to chance, because then you're in the hands of the gods, in the hands of somebody else, in situation, all that kind of stuff. You can't always control what happens around you, what happens to you, but you can control what happens within you. Become more productive, grow yourself on a daily basis, look after yourself, and grow your value system to have a solid foundation. See, develop your potential is another one. So earn your way through life and develop your potential. See, embrace opportunities to add to your skill set. See, learn from others who have successfully accomplished what you aspire to. That's very important. This could come in the form of books, lectures, or just a person you know who would make a good mentor. Now, that is very important, and I'll tell you why that is very important. Because I have also invested heavily in all those things: books, tapes, it shows you, CDs, MP4s, lectures, TED Talks, but also in mentors like Les Brown. I aspire to be, not him, to be like him, because I love his style and all that. And I said many years ago, if anybody's going to teach me to speak, it'll be Les Brown or nobody. And now I'm a Les Brown Platinum speaker because he's one of my friends and mentors. Nick Vujicic is also in our youth program in the John Maxwell team. I learned amazing things through him. Not, yes, personally, but also through his amazing talks and videos he does. So many people who I have not been in touch, but also John Maxwell. I'm a John Maxwell Executive Director. I learned from him about leadership, about communication, about so many things as well, personally, through books, through videos, So there are so many things. Just because you can't get access to the person directly, then get to his YouTube, get to his YouTubes, his videos, his TED Talks, their books, all that kind of stuff, and learn from them in the meantime. But also you can access a person maybe a bit closer to you who already has achieved some things in life that you aspire to, and start to work with them. Productivity is within all of us. It might mean we need to work a little bit harder, a little bit more diligently, a little bit more focused. But I hope you got a lot out of the value of productivity, and I'll see you soon in another value. Take care.